In a recession, there are two types of people: people who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed, and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm going to share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes. Of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion at the Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The Cashfx group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is, how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this Cashfx group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the Cashfx group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your Cashfx historical data. You also have live virtual events giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now, and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The Cashfx group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
All right, a pleasant day to the people, pleasant day to each and every one of you. My name is Nicholas Bagwandine, as you all may know already, but for those of you who do not know, now you know. All right, so we get so excited to share this opportunity 5 days for the week, twice a day, right? So Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. we share this opportunity. What opportunity is this? Well, you're gonna get some information, you're gonna get a breakdown, you're gonna hear how Forex has never been easier. Now, if this is the first time you're logging on and you don't know what Forex is about, well, maybe you've been hearing some bad things about it. Let me just reassure you that the forex market is legit, and I'll give you some information. If you heard the video just a while ago, you will understand that everything is real. All right, so I am partnered with some really amazing people like Mr. Kes James, Mr. Salim Mohammed, and some of even my personal leaders as well from our team. And we share this business because it is adding value into our lives. It is really helping us to achieve our goals, on our way to achieving our goals of that financial independence, financial freedom. And we want to be able to share that opportunity with you as well. All right. So before we get into it here, at this point in time, we just have an event to invite you to. So we have an event this Friday, Lord willing, where you would hear from Mr. Ryan Mangru. All right. You would hear from him and how it is he would have made the best decision. What is this best decision? Well, I may have a slight idea, but if it is you don't know and you want to know, guys, come out, support, get the information. You're also going to be hearing from Mr. Kesh James, who is a mentor in the business. You're going to hear from Mr. Salim Mohammed, our team leader and executive, Mr. Salim Mohammed, also from a ranked manager within the space, Mr. Sion Lazar. All right, so you don't want to miss it. Friday, 7 o'clock, same link, same time. See you all day. Right, so just for some information sake, before we dive into the presentation, some things you want to keep in mind is number one, no referrals needed. So I just want to put this outside there one time. While there is an aspect to that side of the business, it is not mandatory. So I know some people have a phobia or had bad experiences with that aspect of businesses, and if it is you feel negative about it, or you just don't like that part of the business, no problem. That part of it is not mandatory. Okay. Number two, no monthly subscriptions. You are not tied to be committed to any other responsibilities, any other commitments that you can't really commit to at this point in time, right? So no monthly subscriptions, no mandatory meetings. While we have these meetings 10 times for the week, this is not mandatory for you. This is just for those who we want to share the opportunity with and give that opportunity to hear the information that is necessary. All right. And last but not least, the part that I love the most is let the pros trade for you, which simply means that they do what is best. And I don't do anything. And we get paid. Right. With that being said, guys, welcome to CFX or Cash Forex Group, where success in the global forex market is just a few clicks away. All right. So let's get into it. Cash Forex Group is very strategic. I would have thought out a lot of things, and two trending industries that they are involved in is online learning, right? So the online academy, especially because of this pandemic that is happening right now, it would have propelled that online sector where some people would have held on to, books and literal hard copy books and classrooms. Now everything is digitized, everything is online, especially the school sector where education is concerned. And this company is also providing education online, where it is you can learn about the business, about the forex market, right? And of course, the other trending industry is the forex market. So when we compare the different markets together, we can see the New York Stock Exchange, equities market, futures market, forex market. We can see that the forex market is not in the billions like those other markets. The forex market is actually $5.3 trillion trading volume per day. Not a year, not a month, not a week, a day. All right. So sometimes people ask the question, well, or people don't believe that the forex market is real and whatever. If it is a buy and sell US, that is forex trading right there, foreign exchange. All right, and that's what forex stands for. So once every country continues to use their own currency, continues to depend on each other for goods and services, the forex market will continue to exist. And right now, even through this pandemic, it has proven itself to be recession proof and pandemic proof. Some would even dare to say bulletproof. You all get the point, right? So what about this Cashfx group has us so excited, right? Have us so pumped on the social media. If you all have been seeing us, let me show you why. They start off with some core values. If you don't know me, I'm a preacher, and I hold to core values because core values set a standard. Core values set a foundation, and this company has these core values, three in particular, which is transparency, honesty, and respect. Transparency, honesty, and respect. Now, over 15 months in the business, and I could really confirm every piece of information that I'm sharing with you here today. If I did not believe it, I wouldn't have been sharing it. Okay, so this is basically the foundation to build that long-lasting relationship between the company and all of its members. And that's something you want to keep in your mind. All right, apart from that, the purpose is to allow the average person to experience that financial success within the forex market through an automated trading system. Automated trading technology. Yes, automated, which means you don't have anything to do. That's sounding strange. All right. Well, check this out. They position themselves also to provide top of the line education, premium education to facilitate wherever you are in terms of your knowledge of the forex market. So whether you have no experience, no knowledge of the forex market, they're going to provide you with the education to suit. Also, if it is you're an advanced trader, they're also going to provide some education to suit your needs as well. All right, so every single person would be able to benefit from that aspect of the business. So who would have put this core values and all of these things together? We have the people behind the scenes. So before I get into the founders, we have a team of professionals and experts in different aspects of the business, right? Which include project management, financial market, network marketing, even in the educational arena. So they have persons who are specialized professionals and experts in those areas so that they can have the best, they can have it, they can be most effective, they can be consistent. Those are the kind of terms you want to hear when it is you're getting into business with somebody or a company. All right. So who would have put this team together? We have Mr. Huasca Lopez, who is the CEO. This guy is authentic, he's sincere, he's genuine, he's a network marketer, successful entrepreneur, family man, really positive and encouraging. And we have update calls every end of the month, so we will be nearing to this end of the month here, where we would get another update from him and even the marketing director, Mr. John Kinney, as well. And we see him every single month. They don't have to take that time to set it aside to update us on all those information, to give us solutions to how it is they're gonna fix the problems that we're having, to give us the goals and visions and plans that they have coming up ahead. They don't have to do that. They can just send out an email and let us know. But no, they take the time. So that's something crucial there as well. The other founder is Mr. Edwin Abad. He's the guy that is the VP Trading of Operations, basically manages the team of traders, the team of professional traders, and they are skilled, they are experienced within the field. And who better? Because he is passionate about forex trading. Mr. Huasca Lopez is passionate about helping people. And so they make a great team. They make an amazing team. So who better to have persons who are well equipped with the skill, with the information, with all the necessary information, the experience, and also passionate about helping people and what it is they do in terms of forex trading. Yeah. As for the location of the business, it is in Panama City, Panama. And if it is you're wondering about that physical location, that head office there, we'll be having the ribbon cutting ceremony on the 25th of September, Lord willing. All right, that will be another grand event. where it is we would be seeing, inside the office, so to speak. And they also have an open door policy to all of its members where we can travel, go into the office, of course, when things ease up with this COVID. But yeah, all right, so full transparency where that is concerned. So how do you get started with this Cash Forex group? Now we hear the standards, the morals, the values, whatever, the persons behind the business, but how do I get involved with this Cash Forex group? And how can this benefit me? How can this benefit you? So you must purchase a contract to get started. So there are 15 contracts in total, and there are 3 levels of education within those 15 contracts. All right. So if it is, you get started anywhere between the 300 all the way to the 3,000, then you'll have access to the elemental plan, which means that you could start anywhere between there, or as you upgrade and reach to that higher contract, then you will have access to that elemental plan. Yeah, from the 5,000 all the way to the 20,000, you'll have access to the advanced plan of education, and from the 30,000 all the way to the 100,000, or what we like to call the gold standard, you will have access to the supreme plan of education. At this point in time, you can now consider yourself a graduate. You can now consider yourself equipped. Once it is, you would have gone through all of the education. You would now have the information to dive into the Forex market on your own and provide yourself with an additional stream of income. We haven't even talked about how Cashfx could benefit you apart from the education. This is just the education. All right, so you get started with any one of these 15 contracts that I mentioned here. And how do you earn? How is this profitable? So we earn in 2 main ways in this Cash Forex group. The first way and main way is bare capital. All of Cashfx members, the over 300,000 globally, is earning bare capital. This is why the majority, if not all, get started in this Cash Forex group, because of bare capital. What is this? When you purchase a contract, what happens is that after 3 business days, the team of traders gonna get to work for you, and they promise anywhere between 0 to 3% daily, up to 15% for the week. That's what it is they promise. And let me just give you a highlight or emphasize on the fact why it is they give you a limit, because some people may say, well, I'm sure they make more than that. Just keep in mind that this is not something that we have to work for. They work in, they're going to provide us with that 0 to 3% daily, 0 to 15% for the week. And so the reason why they have that cap in place is so that in the event that the traders have any losses, they digest the losses. So we don't experience any negative figures. We don't lose the money. All the money is earned already, is already earned, right? So that would continue to accumulate week after week until you receive 200% of your contract value. So that is bare capital. You want to have something additional to that, which is optional. We have the bull capital. Bull capital is simply you sharing the business with others. And when it is persons get started, there is a compensation plan as well, where it is you will receive 15%, you will receive a fast start bonus, uni-level bonus. I'll get into that shortly. And those commissions are ongoing, meaning that every time that person renew or upgrade their contract, then you would receive those commissions, and that can accumulate until it reaches 200% on the bull side as well. So that's pretty amazing. There's also different rank levels. If it is you want to partake in this part-time or full-time and make a living out of this, because there are persons who are doing this for their living and supporting their families, right? So you all would have seen on the flyer, Mr. Sali Mohammed, Mr. Sian Lazar, they would have worked at the same company before, and now they are no longer employees, but now entrepreneurs. So it is very much possible that's right here in the soils of Trinidad and Tobago. So we know these persons, and if it is they can do it, then anybody can do it as well, right? So people are living off of this. This is bull capital, climbing the leadership board in order to make the most out of the business. So let me just show you a breakdown of what happens when it is you purchase a contract in Cashfx. All right, so we have the $1,000 contract here for easy maths. What happens here is that we have bare capital, right? So 70% of your contract goes into this trading account. the 70% goes into a broker account, and the broker is called EverFX. So Cashfx is not licensed to trade. EverFX is licensed to hold your money. They are a well-regulated broker with all the necessary regulatory bodies, which means that if it is their license to hold your money, which means that the 70% is insured. All right, that's some pretty good information right there. So EverFX, if it is into football, Spanish football to be more precise, then you would know that EverFX is the sponsor for the Spanish football club Sevilla FC. All right, you'll see it on their pants and so on. And so their names are already out there. They have been around for some time. And this is the broker. So this 70% the traders get to work for you from a 0 to 3% daily up to 15% for the week after week. This is going to accumulate for you until it reaches 200% of your contract. In this scenario, $2,000. Okay, so what happens to the next 30%? That actually goes towards the bulk capital, but it's not paying somebody else just like that. You are receiving the education that we spoke about. So 30% is actually paying for your education that comes together with the contract. All right. So while there is no monthly fee, this 30% is actually paid out into commissions, 100% of the money. So this money doesn't go towards the company. Okay, so 50% of that goes towards this fast start bonus that I mentioned, which means that if it is somebody gets started underneath you with a $1,000 contract, you would receive $150 as soon as that payment is confirmed. You don't have to wait for that. Right? The next 50% is something that is called the uni-level bonus. That's an additional bonus right there. All right. So once they continue to renew their contract, upgrade their contract, you will continue to receive those commissions, 50% out of that education money that they're paying for, and you can grow this until it reaches 200%. So on one contract, you have up to 400% potential, minimum 200%. Depends on the route and the approach you decide to take this with this business, right? So let's just say for the average person not sharing the business, no problem. Let's look at the options. So you hit your 200%, your contract is now expired. What are your options? So you have a couple options. First option is when it is you withdraw that $2,000, you have a 20% withdrawal fee to pay. All right. So this comes out of the money that you already earned, which means it comes out of that $2,000, for example. So at the end of that $2,000, 20% comes out, you would now have $1,600. What are your options at that point? So option number one, you can liquidate that, you can get that in cash, you can get that in your bank account, and you can leave the company. So it's good to know that you're not tied with the company for life. You have the option of leaving. Okay, so that's option number one. Option number two is that you can take $1,000, repurchase the same contract, take $600 and pocket that. So you pocket the difference and you repurchase the $1,000 contract, or you purchase the contract and you allow that to work for you again. All right, that's two options. Those two options, I in my opinion, that's more short-term. For the long-term option and what it is I recommend in order to make the most out of the business, even if it is you're doing it passively, is you upgrade your contract. Now, this option, the company gives us before your contract hits the 200%. So when you have to upgrade or when you choose to upgrade, all you will need to pay is the difference. The difference from the contract that you're currently on to the contract that you want to upgrade to, and you want to cater for that 20% withdrawal fee. All right. So let me just give you an idea, a better visual of how that really works. So let's just say you get started with a 300 contract. You need 250 to upgrade. Why is that? Again, the difference plus the 20% withdrawal fee. So from the 300 to the 500, you have a $200 difference, and then $50 is the 20% fee. All right. So that is the math there. So imagine this. This and what it is you're seeing on your entire screen on your device there is basically a simulation of 5% weekly estimated profit. Now, before I continue here, let me just put a disclaimer outside there that past profits doesn't guarantee future results, but we use this as an average, as a marker, so to speak, because on a normal trading week, we haven't seen anything lower than 5%. So please understand that the results usually fluctuate. but this is just an idea. All right. So with this average here, from a 300 contract, it will take you just maybe about 6 years, 5 to 6 years. If it is you don't tell anybody about it, if it is you don't put in any more money into the business, you can compound this $300 by continue upgrading. You might have to renew once along the way, but using the same funds, not putting in anything additional, and go all the way up to 100,000 contract. 5 to 6 years. You could look at it as a savings plan, however it is you want to look at it. At a home business, something working for you while you working. That's really amazing. Yeah. So let me talk about that 20%. This 20% fee goes towards or half of that goes towards this force matrix. So let me just show you a breakdown. 100% out of that money withdrawn, which is the 20% of the total amount withdrawn. I hope I'm not confusing anybody here. But if it is you withdraw $100, then $20 is that 20%. So that $20, that 100% of that money goes back towards the network. All right. So 50% of the money withdrawn is actually going into this matrix. 10% of that going into something that is called the matching matrix bonus. And then 40% goes towards the leadership rank bonus. Please know that there are much more details to that, and there's bonuses upon bonuses. And the matrix bonus is both bear and bull earners benefit from the matrix. Let me explain. So how this usually works, this contributes towards bear capital. So the trade earnings plus the force matrix contributes to bear capital. All right. So even if it is you are not networking the business, you are not interested in that for whatever reason, and the person who brought you into the business is continuously building the business, continue bringing in persons, what is going to happen because of the structure, how it is designed, people are going to fall underneath you by default. So it fills up a tree from left to right, top to bottom. So the first row is 3, every row increases by 3, the second row 9, next row 27, next row 81, and so on and so on, until you reach down to 10 levels deep. So with that being said, people can fall underneath you by default without you having to refer the business to anybody else. When it is they withdraw money, you are going to benefit from that. That's good business. This was basically designed to create a residual income for all of Cashfx members. That's amazing, which means that this is self-sustaining. It's a self-sustaining system, which means that it ensures the longevity of the business. It is here to last a while. While companies like this get started and last for about 6 months, that's basically what the professionals say. When it is they see companies in this field, what it is they do is that, they basically last about 6 months. Imagine that. All right. So with that being said, this company is now 2 years in existence, just over 2 years. We'd have just celebrated our anniversary in July gone, and imagine that. So 2 years in existence and we're going strong. Yeah. So the uni-level bonus is the other bonus that I would have mentioned earlier. How this usually works, I'll just use letters for easy clarification. Don't want to call names and mix it up, right? So we have, if it is you decide to, now this is bull capital here. If you decide to share the business with somebody, then let's use A. A would be on your level 1. A decides to share this business with somebody else. That's obviously B. B decides to get started. B would be on your level 2. B shares it with C. C would be on your level 3. C shares it with D. D would be on your level 4. So this means that as an ace trader, which is the first rank, so to speak, where you are, or a basic, so to speak, you would have access to 4 levels deep. It doesn't mean that you can't have more than 1 level 1. You can have any amount of level 1s you want, but only to 4 levels deep. If D decides to bring in E, and E falls on your level 5, then you would not receive commissions for that. So with the sake of the $1,000 contract, where 50% of the education money went to Fast Start, and the next 50% goes towards this uni level bonus, which was $150. If they fall into your level 1 to 4, you would receive $15 out of that. If they're on your level 1 to 4. All right. So in order to make the most out of the business and unlock those other levels, then you would need to rank up. What do I mean by that? You need to bring in a certain amount of business within a 30-day period, basically. All right, so to hit the rank of executive is basically bringing in $50,000 worth in business within a 30-day period. Then you would unlock down to level 6. You receive commissions from those levels once you have persons there. For manager, once you hit the rank of manager, you would unlock down to level 8. For director, down to level 9. And president, club ambassador, and global ambassador, you would unlock all the levels and also receive an additional global bonus as well based on your rank. That's pretty amazing, right? So as I mentioned earlier, we have update calls from the CEO. And one thing they update us on is the rank advancements for the month that would have passed. So for the month of July, we actually had 54 new executives and 10 new managers. You all know how it is, I like to put it. Imagine this in this global crisis, where it is people, struggling to make ends meet. The Chinese have a saying where crisis means danger, but it also means opportunity. And there are a lot of persons outside there, even within, especially within Cashfx Group, is taking advantage of this opportunity that we have in this business. All right. And I hope and pray that with the information shared, that you can also take advantage of this opportunity as well, right? So that you can make the most out of this business. So 54 new executives, 10 new managers, and we're going to see more coming soon. Okay, so apart from hitting those ranks, unlocking the different uni levels, receiving commissions for those levels, you also get a prize. So check this out. Imagine for executive, you get an iPad or 75% of the cash value of what is worth. So you can receive the iPad or 675 USD worth in dollars right there. Get the rank of manager, you can take a Rolex or 7,500. You hit the rank of director, you can take a travel package for 2 or $11,250. For the rank of president club, you can take a Porsche. That's where it starts to take it to another level. Or you can take 75,000 for the rank of ambassador. You can take the Ferrari or $150,000. And for the rank of global ambassador, which we haven't seen anyone hit us yet, 2 years into the business, you can take a Lamborghini for $375,000. These figures on the screen, everything that I've shown so far is basically USD equivalent. So it's not TT or any other currency that you were probably thinking about. All right. So we have seen all of this. Now time to show you some stats. Time to show you some numbers, because you know what they say, numbers don't lie. All right. So from the 16th to the 20th, I forgot to update this, but from the 16th to the 20th, we had basically 5.16%. All right. From the 23rd, there is it. From the 23rd to the 27th, we had 5.09%. Sorry. From the 16th to the 20th, 5.16%. We had from the week before that 5.08%. The first week in August, 5.01%. So you already see that August is shaping up to be another amazing month. All right. So imagine that. That's over 20%. If it is, we could calculate it right. We still have the day to collect for. We still have, we still have days to collect for. So imagine that. Over 20%. Let's just see how it is the previous months would have went by. So July, 22.38%. June, 22.52%. May, 21.58%. April, 20.8%. Now, this is the lowest month that we have seen for the year, and it's still over 20%, right? March, 23.99%. February, 21.03%, and January, 21.78%. Look at the contract, look at the returns. Now, all these returns here are strictly passive. This is what the traders trade, and you receive these earnings weekly, and well, these here would be monthly. So on a 300 contract, $44, $45 around there monthly based on these averages. Nothing much to talk about. Remember, sometimes this accumulates really fast. Sometimes based on your contract, it would take a little longer. But here is the figures. On a 30,000 contract, that's over 4,000. On 100,000, that's over 14,000, basically. And remember, those are USD equivalent figures. In the year of 2020, we would have seen 329.54%. Show me another institution that basically give returns like that, and hold my hand and walk me there, and we will sign up. All right. So with that being said, the next question I'm going to answer is how to get started, because I believe that is the most relevant question right now. So the first thing first is you must acquire Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is the method of payment. While I would have mentioned that all the figures are in USD equivalent, the payment method is in Bitcoin. So, which means you pay for your contract in Bitcoin and then you receive payment in Bitcoin. You don't know anything about Bitcoin, not a problem. We just have some facts comparing it to the fiat, comparing it, if you don't know what fiat means, comparing it to the money we are accustomed using, the paper money. All right. So for Bitcoin, it was created by computers. Basically, fiat was issued by the government. Bitcoin has a fixed amount, which means that it goes up in value when more people get involved. Fiat, inflation due to unlimited printing. Bitcoin is transparent. Fiat, it is not. Bitcoin decentralized, which means it is not owned by any entity, and fiat, it is issued by or centralized by the government and the banks. For Bitcoin, low fees for international wire transfer. Fiat, there is high fees. Bitcoin, you're always in control of your funds, and fiat, not so much. All right. So that's just some fun facts. If you are able to source your Bitcoin on your own, that's great. If not, then no problem. We have leaders and merchants who buy and sell Bitcoin within the organization, within the company. So we can put you onto them. You just let us know which contract you want to get started with. Get back to the person. They would give you the TT equivalent. And when it is they give you that, you just say when you want to make that payment. We give you the account information and then get you started. All right, they make that deposit or payment there, and we give you a referral link. Please don't forget this part out. Don't just Google and try to sign up. Don't download an app, because there is no app for Cashfx group. If you see one, that's fake. All right, that's not legit. So you get a referral link. We walk you through the sign up process, and then if it is your body Bitcoin from one of the leaders, then we send the payment details for them, and they make the payment for you. That's it, basically. All right, so now your money start to work for you. How am I getting back my money? So all monies are paid in Bitcoins, basically. So you can keep it as Bitcoin, or if it is you want to get it back in fiat, you want to get it back in TT, US, you can do that also. So you have two options that I would mention here on this call. Your first option is this. We can sell it back to the leaders, those who are buying and selling the Bitcoins. There's always a high demand for Bitcoins because we always have signups and different things like that. So they would gladly buy the Bitcoins from you, anywhere between 7 to 7.5. And so that's easy. Send it to them, they wire the money to your bank account. That's one. Option number two, we can put you onto a global exchange MasterCard where you can order the card, you can upload the Bitcoin onto the card, you can convert that to US and use that anywhere in the world. All right, depends on which card they get. You also have different accounts as well, whether US account, whether yen, whether euro as well. All right, so that is the information there. This is what Cashfx Group is all about. And you know what it is, it's hands-free income, which helps you to do what matters the most. All right, there's more to this life than just working and paying bills. And so I believe that we all just need one opportunity, one good opportunity to be able to make that happen. All right, and I believe that this is the opportunity. I highly believe that. So with that being said, I want to thank you for your time. I want to encourage you to get back to the person who would have invited you onto this call. Ask them all the questions that they have, get those questions answered, and then we'll be happy to welcome you on board. All right, so you all know what time it is. It is transformation time. You all stay safe, stay blessed, and let's make it happen. All right, take care.